What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Fragrance Connoisseurs. As promised, we have Althair by Parfums de Marly. As soon as it was available on the website, I ordered it. It came pretty quickly, so I wanted to get out there and get my initial response to a first spraying and to do it live. Haven't even taken cellophane off the box yet. Wanted to get this on camera and get it out to you so you can get a full unbiased review. I did not get this sent to me. Of course, I'm not a huge channel, so this wasn't one that was gifted to me. All of the fragrances that I review, all the fragrances that I own, all the fragrances that I tell you about, I have spent my own coin on. So we're going to get into it. We're right after station identification. Oh. Welcome back, guys. Uh, really excited to see what this smells like. Give you my initial thoughts on it. We're going to unbox it. I'll show you and spray it on skin so you'll see how it sprays, how the atomizer is. I'm going to give you opening impressions. Then I'm going to come back and talk about the dry down, talk about what it reminds me of, if it reminds me of another fragrance, and just give you a general overview of what I think. We'll also do the note summary again of what I smelled as opposed to what is listed. And just for your review, the listing is the top notes are bergamot, cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom. The middle notes are bourbon vanilla and elanine. The base notes are ambroxan, musk, praline, and gaiac wood. We'll give you the longevity, how long it lasts. So this end of this will be at the end of the day today. We'll give you the CI or projection. We'll also tell you if it's unisex, male leaning, feminine leaning, and if it's a good value for the price. This was right at $350 retail. And it definitely is special because my motto is friends don't let friends pay retail. And then I'll give you the overall rating. Let's get into it. We're going to start by opening the box. I still haven't gotten to big beards. A level yet of destroying boxes, maybe one day. But we get the cellophane off. I can destroy cellophane. As you can see, just a general Parfums de Marly box. Got the bottle inside. Nothing overly special about the box. Here it is, guys. To me, this looks like caramel. It's kind of caramel colored. All right, we're going to show you the sprayer. Not a bad sprayer. This will definitely be my scent of the day as we go through it. Wow, okay. You definitely can smell the cinnamon, the cardamom. The citrus is blended really nice. The bourbon vanilla comes out even when you initially spray it. The praline. So it is sweet. The ambroxan is pushing it. It seems like it's going to have decent projection. I can't say it smells exactly like anything right now. I definitely will go back and compare it to Ojan and the cinnamon. I'll see any other fragrances that I have cinnamon or bourbon vanilla with and try to compare it. Maybe even go to the store while I have it on and see what it compares to other things. So we're going to have a commercial break and we'll be back after we've let this settle down. I'm going to put it as a full wearing and we'll see what happens.
Many hours later.
Welcome back, fragrance connoisseurs. Had some time with Parfums de Marly Althair and wanted to give you my overall impressions. Here's the update. First of all, it is a typical Parfums de Marly fragrance. It's very mass appealing, not offensive to anyone, and generally Parfums de Marly stays in that lane between designer and niche. It is a good entry-level house if you want to get into niche fragrances. But it's not in any way a niche fragrance that is polarizing or difficult to wear. It is one of the main stays of Parfums de Marly is that it is mass appealing and it's going to get a lot of non-descriptive, non-offensive impressions. Fragrantica has really kind of hit it hard, I think. It got a 3.78. That's what's listed at right now. That's really not what I was expecting from this new Parfums de Marly fragrance, but here are my thoughts. It is better blended, better materials than a designer fragrance, more naturals, you definitely see that, and it has a very stately feel about it. It should get you compliments. It smells familiar, but it's not an exact copy of anything. If I was to give a overview of what I thought as far as what neighborhood is it in, what kind of scent profile it is, it sort of reminds me of Unique Luxury Masumoro, and that is generally where I would put it, but it's not an exact copy of it at all, but it has that gourmand type feel, especially with the bourbon vanilla, and it goes in that kind of vibe as far as what I can smell so far, what I've worn it for throughout the day to day. The notes that stand out to my nose is in the opening. You do get the citrus, you get the bergamot, you get the cinnamon, definitely. The cinnamon comes out very quickly in it. The cardamom and the orange blossom, you do feel the florals and smell the florals. You get that kind of vibe from it as well. The bourbon vanilla kicks in almost immediately. It's a good blended bourbon vanilla, and I like that a lot. When it starts to dry down, the bourbon vanilla and the praline kind of come together, and the praline starts giving more of a dominance into it, but the bourbon vanilla stays pretty consistent throughout the whole dry down. It's not a woodsy, so Gaiac wood is listed in the notes, but it's not a woodsy smell at all. It's more closer to the kind of spicy gourmand. So I think Gaiac wood also, there are different versions of it. One would be a woodsy note. The other one would be a vanilla balsamic note. This is more in the vanilla balsamic because vanilla is definitely the mainstay throughout the whole dry down period, throughout the whole, from the opening to the mid to the dry down, you do always smell the vanilla. One other thing, it's the unboxing does push it out a little bit. I still smell wafts of it. I don't smell any musk though. In my nose, no scent of musk comes out. I'm sure Parfums de Marly says it's in there, but it is not a standout to me. I don't get the musk note in there. Then the thing that we can talk about is what kind of fragrance is it? It's fall winter fragrance, something that is a little more dense, would probably be a little cloying in summer. It seems like it's a good date night fragrance. It's a good fragrance that your significant other would enjoy and would want to be close to you for. The next thing we can talk about is the performance factor and the ratings. I would basically give the longevity an 8. It actually did last 8 hours on my skin, and it stayed pretty consistent throughout. As far as projection and sillage, it projected really well for the first 2 to 3 hours, and people could smell it around me, and I could smell it very consistently. I didn't go nose blind to it at all, and it stayed around for the whole 8 hours. I did spray it on clothes as well, and I sprayed 8 sprays. I think it was 2, 3 on my neck. I think 2 on my left forearm so that I could smell it as I was doing work or going about my day. 1 on my right forearm and 2 on my shirt. So 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, and yeah, back and neck. So 8 sprays. It was consistent. It's not beast mode. It's not going to give you a room fuller. It's not going to fill up a room, but however, it does project well, and the sillage trail does last and linger. And I didn't get nose blind, so I wouldn't think that you would get nose blind to it. It's unisex, but I believe it leans masculine. I think that women can pull it off. It just, to me, has a masculine type feel to it. And I don't know, the bourbon vanilla is unisex. The praline, of course, I'm trying to think of what would, maybe because of the spices and the cinnamon, might make it lean a little more. The elemi, I don't smell the resins as much, but it does, to me, lean slightly masculine. However, I still believe it's a unisex fragrance, and you can take that for what it's worth. There are some fragrances that are supposed to be feminine leaning that men can wear, some fragrances that are masculine leaning that women can wear. Price value. I can say my motto is friends don't let friends pay retail. If this wasn't the newest thing out, if this was already in Parfums de Marly staple, I probably would wait until it comes to discounters. However, if you want the newest thing out like I did, is it worth retail value? Parfums de Marly definitely has good mass appealing fragrances. It will be one that gets compliments. I bought it because I wanted to see the latest and greatest from Parfums de Marly. I would give the projection in the sillage a 8.5. I believe it's got better than average projection and sillage. The price value, it is kind of expensive. I would say 7. If I had to get an overall number of impression, I would give it a 7.5. It's not anything super unique, not anything that's going to stand out as a niche corner market of anything. However, it's very mass appealing. It smells really nice. It's a good fragrance. It has decent projection and sillage. It works for fall, winter, date night. You can dress it up. You can dress it down. I think it's a great fragrance. 7.5 because $350 is on the high end of it for retail, but it's definitely one that I'm glad that's in my collection. So there you have it. We got a full unboxing review of Parfums de Marly's Althair. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, comment, share. Have you tried it yet? Have you gotten your nose on it yet? What are your thoughts about Althair? Hopefully you'll get it soon. I hope you have a good day. Take care. God bless.